Welcome back to Tantalizing Myths, or if this is your first time here, I'm Andy. I teach folklore and mythology. We've looked at the character of Red of the eponymous Red Riding Hood a little now, but now we have to examine the wolf. The first thing we notice about him is that he can talk. He is a cunning linguist. So we've got a couple of different explanations for this. First, this is a supernatural creature. That's not uncommon. Fairy tales are full of magical creatures, including fairies. That's Faerie, fairies. The Aarne Thompson Uther Folktale Index has an entire category dealing with tales of magic, including a type specifically for supernatural adversaries. I've put a link in the description. Typically, these supernatural creatures are also highly intelligent and clever, which we also see in the wolf. He engages with Red, asking her questions, gathering necessary information, then quite boldly states that he will go and see Grandma too. To which Red doesn't see a problem with that, even allowing the wolf to tell her which path she should take as he races ahead. Our naive and innocent Red doesn't comprehend any kind of danger, but the wolf is already engaged in a scheme by sending Red down a roundabout way that allows the wolf to speed ahead. The wolf sees an opportunity for a twofer. If a normal wolf, he would have set upon Red immediately. Instead, not only does the wolf recognize the inherent risk as there are woodcutters working nearby in the forest, he knows that he can satisfy his hunger with Grandma and get Red in the process by arriving first. Next, the wolf shows off his cunning and intelligence by pretending to be Red. Red helpfully told him everything he needed to know, pulling off the medieval equivalent of identity theft by claiming to be Red and delivering the butter and cake. We also have to acknowledge the wolf's impressive voice control to sound enough like Red to fool Grandma. Grandma, not being very security conscious, has a latch that might defeat ordinary animals, but it's no match for our wily wolf. Once inside, Grandma becomes a snack. The main event is about to begin as the wolf put on a disguise and goes through that impressive voice control yet again, this time to sound like Grandma to lure Red into bed before devouring her as well. There we have it. The supernatural wolf devours his two victims, using his clever intellect, deceptive abilities, and by manipulating Red to disclose all her private information. See, it's not just about talking to strangers, it's about giving away your personal private information. Who says fairy tales aren't relevant today? This version of the wolf could be seen as just a magical creature, possibly a werewolf, shifter for you romance readers, or even as a trickster figure, either the aforementioned fairy or even a mythological trickster deity such as Loki or an animist spirit like Raven or Coyote from Native American belief systems. If you've been keeping up with my take on Prometheus, he is also a trickster figure. But what if the wolf is not a literal or supernatural wolf? Another explanation for him is waiting and even hinted at in the story's moral at the end. We'll dive deeper into this version of the wolf next time on Tantalizing Myths.